No, but I'm super excited. I'm super excited because I was just back there listening to the talk that Tava did, and it fits so perfectly with what I'm going to be talking about. I'll give a little bit of background, but I actually own an ads agency. People don't realize that. And the reason that we went all in on TikTok was because of all the things that Tava was just talking about. Creative. What's going on, TSP? Virtual ballroom, how y'all doing? I love it, I love it. I'd have to say a couple things before I get started. We are tight on time, so I'm gonna be intentional with my time, but I have to say a few things. One, I did not do this earlier, so I need to also shout out and thank my partner for all the things that you do in my life and in business and how you support me and our clients. I did not do that earlier, so I need to do that. The second thing that I need to say is that I should have renamed these slides really quick to say I also do not rap. Something just came over me in the moment. But after that, y'all was walking up to me saying, "You want a battle? You want a battle?" No. I ain't got no more. I only had them 4 lines. And that was it. No, but I'm super excited. I'm super excited because I was just back there listening to the talk that Tava did, and it fits so perfectly with what I'm going to be talking about. I'll give a little bit of background, but I actually own an ads agency. People don't realize that. And the reason that we went all in on TikTok was because of all the things that Tava was just talking about. Creative, right? And so my thesis was, if I get our clients creating better content, we can help their ads. And that has just transformed into some really, really cool things. And yes, TikTok has helped us, help our clients, helped our business make $1 million, and I've never danced over there. Does anybody actually follow me on TikTok? Dope. My secret was I planted my mom and my partner here just in case nobody said yes to that. But if you don't, you can shoot me a follow. But I have been growing and scaling my own personal TikTok. That started as a way for us to just test and try new things for our clients. Not even something that I was looking to do, but it has grown pretty quickly. And it's just a true testament to what can happen on this platform, but more specifically with this style of content, right? So my goal for today is to help you scale and monetize short form content, right? I think if you're in this room right now and you heard Tava talking, you understand that short form content, when I say short form content, I mean TikTok style videos, whether you call them a reel or a YouTube short, is, I would argue, the only way to grow and scale on socials in this day and age, right? Short form content. And so we're gonna talk a lot about that. But first, who the heck am I? Again, I do not rap. I need to just keep making that clear. But a little bit about me. I was saying this a little bit earlier. First and foremost, I am the product of the best woman that I know, but grew up in a single parent household. But the one thing about me, and that's a picture, that is a picture of me. Anybody from Detroit? We got some Detroit in the house? You know, every cutie with a booty had a Koji. But we always gonna be fresh in Detroit. But a little bit about me, right? Growing up really early on, I saw my mom risking a lot, or sacrificing, I should say, a lot of things for my education, right? As a team, as a unit, it was like, all right, Casey, you seem pretty smart. We're gonna use your education, your brains, that's gonna be our way out, right? And so as a team, as a unit, that's how me and my mom operated. And as I was getting close to college, right, I played ball, I did a lot of things, but I was like, perfect. I'm gonna go to a top 10 university, I'm gonna get a great job, and I'm gonna get my mom, we gonna live it up, right? But the schools that I was looking at were expensive. And so long story short here, a man by the name of Bill Gates heard my story, looked at some of my test scores, and gave me $1 million to go to college, right? This is an article around that time. I actually went to school to be a doctor. I didn't end up being a doctor, but I went to school to be a doctor. But what I really learned there, and it's actually a core value in our company, was how much scrappiness and figuring it out, the ways that can really elevate your life, right? So I figured out, all right, how to get to college. I got the $1 million. I went on to Northwestern University, which is an amazing school. Go Cats. I went on to some other institutions, as you can see up here, went on to have some fancy corporate jobs, and I was 22 years old, right? And I remember this moment, and I think I talked about it earlier, but I was looking at everything externally, right? I had a dope apartment, I had trips, I had the jobs, I had the degrees, but something still just wasn't feeling right. Like every day I was going home sad. Like I was just like, this isn't it, right? And what I later realized was I was just out of alignment, right? But has anybody ever had that feeling like externally everything's looking good, people like, yeah, you got it, you made it. Again, as me and my mom are a team, as a unit, this is something we've been striving for the past 20 years, right? I made it, I did it. But it just wasn't feeling good. And so I went back to something that has always felt good to me, that has always felt natural for me, and that's building businesses. I built my first business at 16. It was this custom sock business. I told you guys I was a hooper, I was a sneakerhead. So I used to make these like custom socks. Scaled it to 6 figures at 16, started learning about ads and scaling, and that has always been something that I've been super passionate about, and it's felt really good. So 2 years ago, just 2 years, a little under 2 years, it'll be 2 years in March, went all in, started my own agency, and now we help our folks, right? I was tired of working for these other folks. We help our folks scale on paid ads, on social, on content, and that's the work that I'm blessed and get to do every day, right? Some stats, I'm also pretty transparent. Again, I only share these things so you understand. I'm about to ask for your attention for the next 20 minutes. And so I want you to understand my perspective, who you're listening to. Currently, we manage around $1 million a month on TikTok ads. Again, we run across all platforms, but we're talking about TikTok today. So we manage around $1 million a month in ad spend. Our clients range all over. And the one thing that I call out, right? Somebody asked me this before I came on stage, like, what do you do? A cool thing that we do, and I bring this up because it's gonna shape the perspective that I'm gonna share today, is that we actually fly into our clients, we script their content for them, we shoot it, edit it, and then we grow them across social channels, right? So over the past few months, I've not only had insights to building up my own TikTok to 100,000 followers and all these things, but clients. Right? So much data, so many clients. And so I really have this interesting view and perspective on how to scale short form content, the pieces that you need. And not only that, but to convert that into dollars, right? Now, let's get into it. Was anybody here when I did this session in October? The mastermind folks? Dope. They will testify to this, I hope. These slides, I hope y'all got some value. These slides will be basic. They'll have some things. I use them as a guide. But when I start going, I start going. So please listen. Please get ready to write down. I am not a motivational speaker. I'm a gem dropper. And once I start going, I start going. Now, I need to lower my voice for this because this is a serious thing. Before I put this slide deck together, I was talking to my partner, and I was just like, I don't know if I should talk about this on this stage, you know? This topic that we're about to talk about is something that I've only privately shared with some clients and internally, and so I was pretty nervous to actually share some of the things that I'm gonna share today. And I even went as far to denying partnerships. So TikTok actually reaches out to me for different partnerships, and I denied those partnerships because I wanted to share some truth today and not be like swayed by, you know, company PR rules and things. So I have some really serious things to talk about today. I'm excited. Are y'all excited? Cool. Grab your notepads. Again, once I start going, I might have a sidebar. I want y'all to catch it. Right? Please look at the slides, yes, but please just listen to me because I start flowing. I prayed before I got on the stage, God's gonna move through me and share what y'all need to hear. So we're gonna get with it. Also, at the end of this, I'll give you exact scripts and hooks and stuff to make some content. We put these guys together for our clients, so I'll give you that, exactly what to post, exactly what to say. It'll be a QR code, and I'll give you all that stuff. Sound good? All right, I'm also like an interactive person, people in the mastermind to tell you this, like I just like energy. So please just give me some energy, respond back. I'll give y'all more. I might do another 4 bars at the end, we'll see. But to get into it, I have some good news and bad news. Like I was saying, I'm talking about some serious stuff today. Which of y'all want first? Perfect, because these are pre-built slides, so bad news. I'm gonna just be honest. Bad news though first, right? TikTok as a platform, as an app, will be gone by 2024. I met somebody at Starbucks and they're like, TikTok Casey, TikTok Casey. I was like, man, that's just my name. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, it probably won't be after this session. But TikTok as a platform will be gone by 2024. If you have not been listening to the news or have not seen a lot of things about TikTok, it is a really big hot topic right now about banning TikTok. Like all things now, it has become like a bipartisan issue, right? But it's a really big thing. And so I believe TikTok will be gone by 2024, by this time next year. Again, I am not in policy. I don't work at TikTok. I just own a marketing agency. I am a person that likes to come up with theses, and I may be proven wrong, right? But the one thing that I understand as a business owner is that I don't react to things that I can't control, right? I can't control TikTok not being here tomorrow. I can't control Instagram. I go, right? I have to just understand, like, hey, these are the topics that are coming up. What happens, though, if TikTok is banned, right? What happens then? Good news. The TikTok principles, not the platform, are here to stay. If you are on Instagram, if you are on YouTube, if you are on Facebook, you have seen this. Whether you call it a reel, whether you call it a short, whether you call it a TikTok, all these platforms are trying to become a TikTok, right? Just a few months ago, even on Instagram, on my feed, I didn't see anybody's stuff that I did not follow. I didn't see people's content that I did not follow. Now, when I go on my Instagram feed, I might get fed a reel from a person I don't follow. That's a TikTok kind of like native feature, right? TikTok principles are here to stay. I tell people this all the time. I tell our clients this. I don't care if TikTok literally went away tomorrow. All these platforms have seen what TikTok is doing and has done and is trying to recreate that, right? So the things that I want to talk about today, and these are the platforms, I actually just wanted to call out Etsy. Has anybody seen this on Etsy? Like the TikTok native things. If you guys don't shop on Etsy, please go check this out. My partner actually showed it to me. Etsy has even embedded short form content. It's like mind-blowing. Just believe me, go pull it up. But all these platforms, right? And so here are the exact principles that you need to nail. Again, please just pull out your notepad. Please just listen. We got 20 minutes. We're about to get into it. Number one, first principle. Break through the algorithm by appealing to the masses. Casey, what does that mean, right? Example. I talk about TikTok ads, right? Let's say I make a video like, hey guys, TikTok ads are one of the greatest way to scale your businesses right now. Maybe some of you guys might watch that. But personally, my friends wouldn't watch that. They would scroll right past. My mom wouldn't watch that. She would maybe watch it to support me, but she doesn't care about TikTok ads, right? That would appeal to a small subset of people. And what that does is now the algorithm isn't gonna keep pushing out my content. Right? Understand this, the algorithms want to work for you. But if TikTok or Instagram sees that, hey, I show Casey's video and only 2% of people actually keep watching it, let's not keep showing Casey's video, right? But let's say I change it to, again, just my verbiage, appeal to the masses. Yo, if you're trying to make some more money in 2023, I got something for you. My mama might stop on that, right? So one hack, one principle that you need to understand for all of these platforms, appeal to the masses. Appeal to the masses. Not, hey, t-shirt business owner, not, hey, appeal to the masses, right? Once you go viral, and I'll talk about why I love virality in a second, but TikTok, Instagram will show your content to millions of people. And even if your target audience is only 1% of that million, I'd rather it be 1% of a million than 1% of 1,000. Y'all feel me? Cool? How we feeling? Pulse check? We cool? All right, number two. I'm gonna run through these because we tight on time. Volume wins the game. Volume wins the game. I have some stats for you. People have heard of Grant Cardone? Alex Hormozi? Gary Vee? All these folks. One thing about them, they've invested heavily into short form content over the past couple years, right? But here's a stat, write this down. Grant Cardone, 1 out of every 30 videos goes viral for Grant Cardone. Alex Hormozi, 1 out of every 40 videos goes viral for Alex Hormozi. Why is that difference there? Grant Cardone right now has a little bigger audience, right? A lot more people kind of know his face, know his things. 1 out of 30, 1 out of 40. So what does that mean for us? That's probably like 1 out of 100, 1 out of 200, right? Please, I was talking to somebody again at Starbucks, and I was like, post 100 videos. Post 100, what? Post 100, right? Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, Alex Hormozi, I personally know this. Alex Hormozi is posting, or Grant Cardone, excuse me, is posting 10 videos, 10 new pieces of content. Volume wins this game. It's not about what you say in the video. It's not about all the aesthetics. Volume. It's a volume game. Y'all feel me? Number 3, and again, I gotta move quick through this, but number 3, a lot of people come up to me and say, Casey, well, what should I talk about? Should I frame the story like this? Should I do? The number one thing that you need to be focusing on, and Savah was talking about this, so I won't get too deep, is the hook. Hook people in, then keep them. 2 different muscles. 2 different muscles. Learn how to hook people in. The hook is what he was talking about, the first 3 seconds of that video. Then learn the muscle of keeping them, right? And I'll talk about that later. Number 4, and this is something I love as an ads person, but I don't like wasting money. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they allow me a platform to test for free. We put out all of our content, all of our ads, anything that we are going to put money behind, we run it on socials organically first. I allow these algorithms to give me the data to then decide what I'm going to put my money behind. A lot of us put $20 ad spend here to do this, test this creative, see what the winners are. Do it for free. Once you find the best performing pieces of content, then you run those as ads, as Savah talked about. It's the creative wins. How can you find the best performing pieces of creative? Post them organically. Y'all feel me? I told the mastermind this in October. Since we've gone all in on TikTok, helped our clients, we've been able to decrease their ad budgets 40% to get the same results. Better creative, right? Better creative. And the last point here is that there is gold in the comments section. We have some TikTok legends up here. I know, I saw it. Gold in the comments section. People ask me, Casey, I got a post that went viral. What should I do now? Look at the comments. They'll tell you exactly what to post. They'll have questions. They'll have some funny things. I got called NBA Youngboy. I don't even know who that is. The comment section is gold. Also, one hack, one quick gem, your competitors' comment sections are gold. Go search your competitors. See what questions people are asking them, what things people are calling out, and you make videos answering those questions. Comment sections are gold, right? How are we feeling? Pulse check. I didn't actually do this. Raise hands if you are on TikTok. Oh, this is great. Raise hands if you are like actively posting on TikTok. I love it. I love it. For those people, I'll be back with some mics later. We'll make some TikToks. But there's gold in the comment section, right? So the first thing, appeal to the masses, right? That was the first principle. The second principle, there's power and volume. Power and volume. Build those reps, post volume, right? The third thing, hooks. Hooks then keep people. On that point, quick gem for you guys. To the point around hooks, something I actually tell clients is that topics can be a little bit more important than hooks. Topics can be a little bit more important than hooks. I can explain this later out there, but some of the best topics to talk about, these 3 things. One quick hack, I just thought about it. Health, wealth, love, relationships. Those 3 things. Hacks, right? So when you're sitting down thinking about what should I create today, think of those 3 topics, and then you're gonna start pulling out some stories and come up with some good hooks, right? People like to hear about me, talk about my mom, my partner, see it traveling, right? These 3 kind of like categories, health, wealth, relationships, perfect things to talk about. 4th one, use the viral stuff to put money behind, right? Don't go using money to test, use these algorithms. And then the 5th thing, there's gold in the comments section. So how we feeling? How we feeling? Cool? Y'all got some gems? Y'all got some tips? Cool. I got 2 more things for y'all. 2 more things. Milk the heck out of TikTok. So I know I started this speech earlier saying, hey, TikTok isn't gonna be here, right? So then your thought process might be like, all right, forget it, especially all those people that raised their hand, forget it, I'm gonna just go on Instagram. Again, one, I don't know what may happen, right? That's just my thesis. But please understand that all these platforms at the end of the day are trying to become just like TikTok. They're trying to recreate the algorithms, recreate the content. So what I need you to do is milk the heck out of it. Learn it, dominate it. Because if you can dominate TikTok and learn the principles that exist there, you'll be able to dominate the other platforms. Milk the heck out of it while it is still here. And if you want to learn how to turn your followers and take them off profile and do all that stuff, I did the session in the mastermind where we talked a lot about that, right? But milk the heck out of TikTok. Also, quick gem. I don't know if anybody has caught it, but there's a typo on this slide. Y'all are ready to correct me too. Maybe, I don't know. Quick hack, right? I slipped this in as a quick gem. One of the quick things that you can do to even go viral on TikTok is have intentional spelling mistakes. People love to correct you. People love to be smart. People love to be right. You got a typo, you got a typo. What does that do? Increase engagement, increase watch time, increase view time. Milk the heck out of TikTok. Quick gem. I also need to talk about virality because I didn't say this and then I'm gonna end it. I'm at almost that time. Casey, why do you talk so much about virality? I don't need to go viral, I just need to make money. Let me tell you about this one client. I think I told y'all in October. One of my clients went viral in April of 2021. That video probably has like 7 million views now. That video to this day, is still generating that client $30,000 to $40,000 organically from TikTok. People have been on TikTok, right? The For You page. I might get fed a video that was from 2021, that was from August, right? It's not all in linear order. When something goes viral, these algorithms want to work for you. They want to keep showing your content, right? And for a client like that, $30,000 without ad spend. That's organically through one of those videos. And so I'm not just talking about virality just so we can feel good about ourselves and the vain metrics, right? I'm talking about virality so we can get this free money organically, right? Also, that ad that we still run to this day has a ROAS of 17x. ROAS, I think Tava was talking about this, return on ad spend, 17x. One of the best ads I've ever run. Why? Because the creative is so good. Virality, right? The last thing that I need to say to y'all tonight is do not prioritize platforms, prioritize content. People ask me this question, well, Casey, should I post on TikTok, then Instagram, then Facebook, or should I just post the things that go viral on TikTok and Instagram, how should I? I don't care what you do. You should post all the content. The one thing that you need to get good at, though, is creating good content. What are the pieces that good content has? I know we went over this in October. A good hook, and then they can keep a viewer for the 30 seconds, 60 seconds, right? Prioritize content, and then take the 2 minutes to post it across platforms. I'm here today in January 2023. Right now, the style of content that works on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or that works on TikTok works across Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, right? That may not be the case next year. Right now, it does. So what does that mean? You only need to make one video to dominate all of these channels. You feel me? Do not prioritize the platform, prioritize content. You feel it? We good? All right. I have one last thing for you guys. I know we're approaching time. One last thing for you guys. If you scan this, it'll force you to kind of send an email. Send that email for everybody that was with me in October. I actually put that email together today because I wanted it to be all net new information. If you scan that, it'll auto send you back an email. It has hooks. It has this thing that we do called the Trend Report in our company. It has a lot of cool things in there. With that said, everybody, again, TikTok, my thesis, is going to be gone by next year. These principles are here to stay. Short form content is the only way. You can argue with me. We could do a rap battle on that. TikTok, short form content, is the only way to scale and grow on socials right now. And so you need to learn it. You need to dominate it. And I hope those principles helped you. My name is Casey Brown. Peace out, y'all.